Yo, what's going on? And welcome to some Outriders. Now, it's been a long time since we've actually played anything else besides Genshin Impact, but with the Lantern Rite mostly over and not a whole lot to do before Hu Tao comes out, I figured we'd go ahead and try Outriders since the demo just came out yesterday. I played it a little bit and it seems like a lot of fun, so I wanted to try one of the other classes and go through the little bit of the demo that's available right now. And then maybe when the actual game comes out in a month, then we'll take a look at it again. But for now, I just wanted to give some other things a try that I haven't tried yet, as well as make a video on it. Now, once you've played one character through the prologue, then you just get to start at the section in the story where you actually select your class. So that's where we're going to be starting, so I can get straight into a new class to me. But if you're not familiar with what Outriders is it's a third-person looter shooter made by Square Enix, and it's kind of like Anthem, even though Anthem was a pretty big flop, but we tried that one as well. But I think it's got its stuff together a little bit better than Anthem does. Anthem had some issues, but it's also class based. So you could see here we're going to have 4 different classes to choose from, and then each class is going to have a pretty in-depth skill tree, or like 3 different branches on a skill tree, so you can kind of really decide what your play style is going to be based on the specific class that you choose. Now, the first time that I played through the demo, I didn't finish all of the side quests, so I'm kind of hoping to do a lot of those as well. But I played as the Technomancer here. If you click on him, you can kind of get an idea of what each class does. The Technomancer animates constructs to bend them to your will, aiding allies and killing enemies from afar. So the Technomancer is, I believe, the only class that has like turrets. You could see there he had like a little rocket turret right here, shoots rockets, and he can also put like a little sentry turret, and he puts like a little mine on the ground that when enemies approach it, it will go up into the air and detonate. And the Technomancer, each class has their own specific way of healing to kind of like encourage you to play kind of aggressive and really fight the enemies and not hide as much. And the Technomancer's way of healing is he just heals a portion of his damage dealt. So that's weapon damage, that's ability damage, that's everything. And I believe the Technomancer can also heal teammates, but I'm not positive on that because I didn't unlock that ability while I was playing. Now, the next one up on the list is the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer, you can also see they kind of have like a little brief snippet of how they play. The Technomancer is long range support and uses gadgets. Pyromancer on the other hand is medium range, is a conjurer and uses fire. So as the Pyromancer, you're going to cover your enemies in flames, incinerate entire squads, and heal your own wounds on enemies fall to your inferno. So the Pyromancer's method of recovering health is to kill the enemies that you mark. So you have an ability that you're going to be able to mark. I believe it will make them burn at the same time, and then killing that enemy will give you health back. So that's even you don't have to kill it. So this is a co-op game. You can play with up to 3 other people to complete all these missions. So if you mark an enemy, you might want to like coordinate with your friends, especially in more difficult scenarios when the real game is out, so they know like what the marked enemy looks like and that they should be trying to kill that enemy as well, because if they kill it, then you also get your health back. So moving on to the next guy, we got the Trickster, who is close range, hit and run, and uses space-time, bend the laws of space and time to appear out of nowhere, assassinate your enemies, and return to safety in the blink of an eye. As a Trickster, each enemy killed in close range heals you and grants a portion of shield. Now, I'm not familiar with shield because I don't think my class actually had a shield. So I don't know if maybe Trickster's the only class that gets a shield, or maybe other classes get shields as well through other means. But the Trickster might be the only one that can just straight up generate a shield on their own. And this is going to be more of a like assassin class where you really run at the enemies, deal a whole bunch of damage, slow them down with this space-time mechanic, and then get out of there. And then finally, we got the tank, the Devastator, close range tank, stand your ground, take point and defend your allies, ground and foes alike will tremble as you pass. So the Devastator uses like earth and can manipulate that, and the Devastator also will recover health from slain enemies that stood too close. So the Devastator really just wants to be in the enemy's face. He doesn't necessarily have to do the killing. If your allies are doing the killing, you're still healing. You just want the enemies to be close to you so you can get that healing. Now, since I've already played the Technomancer, we're gonna not do that one right now. But the two that I'm also interested in are the Pyromancer and the Trickster. So I think we're gonna go with the Pyromancer, and that's how we're gonna play our demo playthrough here. Yes, we would like to select the Pyromancer. So, I guess we got to continue the game. Here's our character. You got like a little character. You could make like 6 different characters. So right now we're playing on our second character. I don't know exactly what the purpose of making more than 4 characters is, because I believe you could just reset your stat points whenever you want, but maybe that's not how the game is going to work forever. It's just for the sake of the demo that you can reset your stat points. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get into our Pyromancer here, and then you'll kind of see what's going on in this game. So far it's been pretty fun, even though there's not all that much to the demo. It took a few hours to get through it, so it's a fairly long demo. I feel like demos usually aren't a few hours long, but it's also got a lot of gunplay to it. So you can see here we have an assault rifle, and then we can switch to these dual pistols that we have as well, and then we'll have another weapon once we find one. But oh my gosh, my frames are so bad at the moment. I wonder why that is. I feel like I've been having a few frame problems. I can't really attribute it to my computer, but maybe it is my computer. Okay, so that's, I think, how we mark the enemy. You can see we have our 3 skills at the bottom, but we only have 1 skill currently unlocked. And there's also kind of like a Gears of War cover system. So you can see you can kind of pin yourself up against the cover, lower cover. You can shoot over it, and you can look over it like this. And then we have an enemy over there. Let's see how far this actually goes. Oh, it actually hit that guy. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, you can see whenever we kill a guy like that who is on fire, then we get our health back. So this is kind of like what you can do if you want, but I think the game, it encourages you to really get up in the enemy's face and make use of that healing. This is also a loot box. Much like other looter shooters, you're gonna be picking up lots of loot, constantly upgrading your gear. Some gear might have special effects. Right now all we have is common gear, so it doesn't really do that much special, but in the future we'll get some stuff that has some effects. We also just picked up a sniper rifle, which I can't believe I missed that guy. We got a problem. You also have your standard like combat roll, and you can mantle over things as well, but I don't believe there's any jumping. It seems like that fire ability, since it kind of goes through cover, is a good way to get someone out from behind cover, or at least force them to evacuate their cover for a little bit. And then these guys are like dropping some mines and stuff as well, so gotta be aware of that. But we want to just use our abilities as much as possible because they don't have all that long cooldowns. And the idea is kind of that this is a really fast-paced game. Lots of action. What? You actually... I didn't expect that guy to... I couldn't vault over either, which was kind of weird. But I didn't expect that guy to trade spots with me, essentially. Alright, so we can't get our health back just by standing around, so we really gotta get in there. We marked 2 guys this time, so we should be able to heal up. And then some of these guys drop loot, but we might want to actually kill the enemies before we worry about loot. And you also have a lot of different gun types that we haven't really seen yet. Like right now, all we got is an assault rifle, the pistols, and the sniper rifle. Are these guys gonna show themselves over? But there's also like shotguns, SMGs, the classics that you would find in games like this. That's a pretty good combo right there. Pretty easy to get a headshot when they can't do anything. Okay, well, these guys aren't moving, so we're gonna pick up some loot. If you hold the button here, you can automatically equip loot as well if it's better than what you have. And since we don't actually have any armor at the moment, everything is going to be better. And we're also playing on keyboard and mouse right now, but you can definitely play on controller as well. It has full controller support, even if you're playing on PC. And I believe the game is fully cross-play. So you could play with anyone that is on any system that the game is available. So that's like Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. I don't know if it's on anything else. And then it's on Steam. And it's not currently on Google Stadia, at least the demo's not, but I think it will be. Like the actual game will be. So really, you can, whatever your preferred way to play it is, you'll be fine to play it with your friends no matter what you pick. Which I really like. I think more things need to be like fully cross-play compatible. Because I think that's the problem a lot of games are suffering, is if their communities are too divided among different like systems and stuff, then the communities get really small on that specific system, and then it kills them a lot faster just because there's not enough players to actually play it. Even though, like, if you put all the players together, there's enough, but they're not all together is the issue. How'd you get here? Also, I like the ammo system in this game. It's pretty much just people drop ammo, and ammo is useful for everything, which make it a lot easier. Even, like, some games just overcomplicate their ammo system for no reason. Destiny's isn't that complicated because, like, you just have primary, secondary, and... what is that? Oh. Okay, so we unlocked another skill, but... yeah, in Destiny you have primary, secondary, and heavy ammo, so it's not, like, super complicated. But some games like overcomplicated. This one just seems to have like any ammo you pick up is for everything. So what does our new ability here do? Select and pull an enemy towards you, dealing 34 damage, draining 34 health, and inflicting ash. And inflicts burn. I don't know what ash is. Ash might be like a stun. Let's watch it real quick. It does look like he gets stunned, so it must be. But if you were looking at this menu here, you could see that each class is going to have 8 available skills. In the demo, you're only going to get to level 7, so you're only going to have 4 skills, but you can only have 3 equipped at a time. So you kind of got to pick which skills are your favorite or which work with the build that you're going, and then mainly use those, but you can always switch up to other stuff that you also find interesting. And right now, if you're curious why we're here, we're just kind of going through a battlefield because we got dropped off after a pretty interesting prologue. I would recommend trying it on your own, just because the prologue's mainly just story, and it's like 30 minutes or something to get through the prologue.
Your kind are abominations, exile.
Who the hell are you?
Outrider. Impossible. Such untapped power, such confusion. You want answers. Whatever you were before, you're something new now. A second life. Don't waste it.
Who was that?
Lord Seth? He's altered. And just a little man. A little man.
Altered? What the fuck does that mean?
You. what you are. Where'd you steal that uniform?
I didn't, it's mine.
Yeah? If he's really an outrider, then you fights on the wrong side, Altered.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the Grand Marshal, she'll explain. Come.
So pretty much the basis of the stuff that you missed from the prologue is that Earth got blown up and everyone went to this new planet called Enoch. And so the Outriders are the people who were supposed to first land on Enoch and essentially figure out like a good place to start colonizing and stuff like that. But then a whole bunch of stuff went wrong, and there's this thing that turns people into altered, and your main character got hit by that, and then you were in cryo sleep for who knows how long, and now you're all of a sudden awake and you have no idea what's happened, and the world is pretty much like completely wrecked because the people came to colonize and then they started like a giant war or something.
Shira? You're alive. I'm sorry to disappoint you.
You came from their side. You got any intel for us?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, I got a war to win, so either you help me or you get back into cryo.
Hold on. I've just woken up to mud and shit. I've been asleep for God knows how many years.
31 years! So for 31 years, I've been seeing people fight and die while you were getting comfy in cryo. So excuse me for not throwing you a little welcome party.
What happened to you?
The anomaly! That's what happened.
You mean that storm?
We told them not to land. Anything more advanced than a grease engine got fried. All our data wiped out. We couldn't grow crops or make medicine, so we ended up in the same place as when we left Earth. Just killing each other over the little we have left.
Why didn't you go somewhere else? The Outriders could have...
The Outriders are dead.
What?
And the anomaly keeps us in this fucking valley. We can't go anywhere else. You don't get it, do you? You think you're dreaming? This is real. Believe me, it's fucking real. So whether you like it or not, you're stuck here in the mud and shit like the rest of us. You should have never woken up.
What, and miss out on all this?
Grand Marshal, we were too late. The hounds have him. He's been taken underground.
Well, get him back.
Well, it may be our side, but that's not our turf, ma'am. I'm not losing people over Yakub.
Yakub? He's still alive?
Not for much longer, it seems.
Then I'll go find him.
Ma'am? Ma'am?
Never mind. We've got it covered.
So yeah, this is kind of the hub area. Now we get introduced to the world tiers, which once you get to a new world tier, kind of just like makes stuff slightly harder. You can see we're still on the easy tier. There's 15 world tiers total. I don't actually know how high you can get in the demo. I believe I was like 4 on my other character,
So Yakub's
which is not that far.
go save his ass. At least something.
Oh, we also have probably stuff in our inventory. We got some better pants. You can see this is kind of the inventory screen. You got all of your gear. These blank spots are like helmet. This is chest piece. This is gloves. And we got boots. We got all of our different weapons. I wonder, do we have any class points? Probably not yet. So this is the class skill tree. You can see it's pretty big, but it's got 3 main branches, and you can kind of like go between them as long as you're picking, like if you're going up for the top one, you can kind of go into the middle one a little bit. But you got like main branches here: Ashbreak, Firestorm, and Tempest. Each is gonna be good at its own things and bad at its own things. We also got lots of different ways of getting rewards and emotes and stuff. I think that's what we got there. Here's the map. This map is the entire demo map. It ends once you get somewhere around here. But you can also explore all of these little side paths and stuff and do side quests. So I think we'll get started with the main quest right now, because I don't think we can actually do any side quests. So we'll do the little bit of the main quest, because this one's not too long. And here it's just kind of teaching you like how to play with other people and stuff. This is the main area where you can start matchmaking, as well as teleport to every other zone that you've unlocked, but we haven't unlocked any zones yet. And then whatever the stash is, I assume you can just put all gear that you're not currently using but want to save there. And then you can change your appearance if you don't like what you picked before. There's lots of restocks in the game, which is good, so you just get full ammo a lot of the time, so you can keep shooting things as much as possible and not have to worry about bullets too awfully much. Where are we trying to go? It's teaching me how to use emotes. But like, let's actually go do what we're supposed to be doing. There's also some like journals and stuff for lore that you can pick up. Like there was definitely one here, but it appears that if you picked it up on a different character, you can't pick them up again. So we want to go downstairs, and then we can get into some more of the actual gameplay. I find the gameplay pretty fun so far. Are we opening the door? Oh, we're loading into it. Yeah, the gameplay has been pretty fun so far, which is why I'm kind of interested in playing this game more and trying out all the classes and seeing which one I like. I have a feeling the Devastator might not be for me, but I might try the Devastator anyways, just to check it out. And you've got pretty much a month to play this game.
Go away.
We'll let this cutscene play.
Listen, asshole. You got a gun pointed right at your...
Okay, we're in the middle of combat. Okay, so let's clear up some of the enemies just a little bit, and then we'll get back to the thought that we were talking about a second ago. Can I? Oh, there we go. So yeah, you've got a month to play the demo. And if you like the game afterwards, you can purchase the full game, but any progress that you made during the demo is going to carry over to the full game. So if you want to like stock up on resources and you already know that you like the game, then you might want to play a little bit and get some of those resources. It is limited as to how many you can actually acquire, just to keep you from like having way too many resources and kind of ruining the game for yourself. But also I wouldn't play too much, just use it to figure out like what classes you like and stuff. You don't want to get burned out on something where you can't get very far to begin with. Like we can only get to level 7, which is not that far. I like this whole... You don't appear to be able to pull them out of the cover. But I like the fact that the cover isn't helping them a whole lot against me. Oh, I missed. Not bad. Oh, no! There is another mechanic where if you look at other cover, then you can hold the cover button and run over to it. But you can see that that didn't work too well for me there because I was looking at the wrong piece of cover. Oh, it burned someone else up there. So it looks like I'm healing off of marking them with both the fire and the ash. So I guess both count as marked by me, and it's not a specific mark by me. But it might be limited to only a few different kinds of marks. And then here we get a shotgun, which a shotgun's probably better for this character than a sniper rifle. Because we kind of want to like get into the enemy's face. Got a nice trench coat we can restock here. I remember these guys are really fast. They like to run at you, but they're also melee. Let's go. Oh yeah, shotgun seems to work really well with this class, actually. Especially if you're playing like that, where people are rushing you. Oh jeez. Might want to try and get closer and then use the cover to burn these guys up. I like how we can mostly one-shot those guys. Ow. But yeah, the fact that the fire will just kill them if we just let them burn is really useful, especially because we can like take damage intentionally while we are burning people, because then we'll heal the second that guy burns to death, so we can put ourselves in bad situations. Whoa. Oh, we also have a melee. We should probably... We got two different types of melees. This one's just punch, and it looks like that one heals because it probably lights them on fire, but we also have a sprint melee. It's kind of like a Titan Slam from Destiny. It looks like that one lights people on fire too. So that counts as a mark. That's a good way to get free marks from your melee, so you can actually heal as well. So even more reason to like get in the enemy's face, because since we only have two abilities right now, we need as many ways to heal as possible. And another loot box. I think we're getting to the end of this mission. Oh, lots of loot. We got a helmet. With helmets, you can see here that it shows up on my character when we're in this screen, but there's a menu setting where you can turn off helmets. I generally just turn off helmets. But you could do whatever. I'm sure there's cool helmets, and if there's a cool enough helmet, then I would show the helmet, but I like to turn off helmets.
Nice eyes.
Hey! Whoa. Oh, sorry, guys. I thought this was the bathroom. You okay?
I had it under control.
Been a while.
I know you. Kurva! And I thought you were dead.
You'll soon be dead if you don't get your ass to Shira's right now.
Shira. All right. Come meet me there when you're ready.
Also, the humor of the main character is pretty funny.
Jakob in one piece. He's on his way to you.
That old drunk just refuses to die. Well, you should come join us. We have some catching up to do.
But yeah, the main character, since they haven't really like been awake for any of the events that are currently going on, they kind of just like don't care. They also woke up as like essentially a god because of what happened beforehand. So they really don't care about anything except like the two people that we've already found, both of Shira and Jacob. Those are the two people that they knew beforehand, so pretty much everyone else is just like a nobody. So once you finish a mission, there's usually this travel point that lets you travel back to the camp, so you don't have to walk all the way back if you don't want to. I'm sure you can walk all the way back, but I don't see why you would. Unless you missed loot or something. Which actually I think we missed some loot, now that I think about it. when we opened some stuff, when we turned that little lever, I think it opened stuff, but I didn't go get the loot. So maybe be more thorough than I'm being. I did it the first time, but now I'm just kind of like going through the mission. So definitely, if you want to get as much loot as possible, be a little bit more thorough than I'm currently being. Well, that's going to be it for the first mission. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like this or are interested in it, be sure to let me know. And we'll probably continue to at least play the demo through on here, and then I might try the other stuff on my own. It just depends on if people want to watch this, or if there's more stuff to do in Genshin. I'm definitely going to go do that. And we'll have Hu Tao here soon enough. But for now, this is what we're going to be doing. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.